U.S. Army Chief Warrant Officer 5, retired Phyllis Wilson, President of the Women's Memorial.
Thank you all so much. It's an honor. And let's, I have to tell you, Michelle, I've known you virtually for over 5 years. I am so impressed with what you do and how you tell these stories. Thank you to Michelle for what she does. So I reached out to General Ann Dunwoody because Michelle has been hounding me for a long time. I want General Dunwoody's dog tag on this monument. And I said, let me see what I can do. Well, sadly, she could not join us today, but she sent her remarks, and allow me, I will read them so that you get it straight from General Dunwoody. She says she's so honored to have me doing the heavy lifting to represent for this tremendous honor. To be in the company of my good friends and comrades, from General Ray Odierno to CSM Daly, with me and my 2 sons, who have led from the front in some of the most challenging times and succeeded. Their soldiers loved them, everyone respected them, and their personal courage and selfless sacrifice made them stand out as leaders. As honored as I am to be recognized today, this celebration is not about individuals, it's about the collective good that all the men and women who fought, served, and sacrificed for our country while serving in Iraq. When you read the stories of those who received medals for heroism, or those who received Purple Hearts, and those who served away from their families to make a difference while contributing to the mission and success to safeguard America, I am so proud to have the opportunity to serve all of you, and proud to have my dog tag selected for this celebration, Army Strong. So we're very proud to have that. I would like to also say that I have a dear friend and family that's here in the area, and they were happy to come and be out today. And so I'd ask everybody that has served in Iraq or Afghanistan, please stand. Please stand. Thank you all for your service. When I first met Danny and his family, they were down at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, Texas. They had relocated down there after he sadly was blown up by an IED in Afghanistan, losing a leg. It's a long road to recovery. And so when people say, that it's a Purple Heart, you never know exactly what that does, but it is a family affair. And so for me, as always, because what did we always say? Wounded warriors have families too. So thank you as a family for being here. It means a lot to me. Now, while my boys couldn't be here today, I have 2 of my sons that did serve in Iraq, and I was happy to give their news to Michelle. I don't know why I'm doing this, sorry, but it means a lot. Am I getting to you too, Jeanette? What Michelle was saying is, with regards to the PACT Act and all of the cancers and the things that we're seeing, I had the incredible privilege and honor to be at the White House just this past Wednesday when the President signed the PACT Act into law. It was amazing to watch and see so many of the folks that are living with this, that are dying with this, to finally have it in place. And have Secretary McDonough, the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, there talking about what this means to all of America now, that we are honoring the service. And sadly, for the Vietnam era, we took far too long with Agent Orange and the other issues. And we've still taken too long now, but at least it is signed, it is in place, and we think it is so incredibly important. If you know of a person that has served, and it isn't just the burn pits, it can be other kinds of toxic exposures. It can be from aviation fuel. It can be, most of the world uses leaded fuel. They are not unleaded like we are, and we all know that lead can cause problems. So there are a lot of things. We see a lot of the guys that served outside of the wire. They weren't necessarily near a burn pit on a regular basis. but they are the ones in the special operations community that we see these incredible rare cancers under the age of 40. And so when they go and they know something's wrong, and they go and they seek service, it doesn't make sense. So the screening is not yet there. I believe the PACT Act will push that not only into the veteran side, but even those that are currently serving, our young men and women that are in their 20s and 30s and 40s, that they know something is wrong. The same happened to me. That's why I ended up retiring. I knew something was wrong. I used to run a lot. I don't run anymore. Something was wrong. And when I went to the doctor, the first thing they said to me was, well, you are getting older. Yeah, I know that, but I ran a marathon 7 months ago, and now I can't run a mile. Something's wrong. And as a nurse in the civilian side, I knew that I needed to continue to push for that. And that's why things like the PACT Act and other things that, as the president of the Military Women's Memorial, we have the bona fides to be up on the Hill to talk about these issues. Did you know that women that served in Iraq or Afghanistan are 37 times more likely to have breast cancer than their civilian counterparts? 37 times more likely. Why? We don't know, but the research is happening, and the things that happened in Iraq and certainly in Afghanistan are important, and that we honor every person that has served, that raised their right hand and said, send me, I'm ready to go. So I thank you all for that, and I'm happy to hand it over. Are you going to introduce Arlene Daly? Okay, thank you.